Hi friends, welcome back to my crafty desk. My name's Sandra with Blossom and Inspire, and today I am going to do a little bit more work on this tapestry journal. We are also going to make something really fun. So I don't know if you remember, but recently I received in the mail from my very good friend who I've never met in person, but I absolutely adore this woman. She sent me, and I adored her already before I even received this. This was just like, what is it, the cherry on top? I don't know. Anyhow, she sent me this book that she had, what is it, it's over 40 years old, she said, and she made this specially for me, which is like brings tears to my eyes. But anyways, I love this book so much. And I'm like still like I don't know what I want to do fully with it, but I know I'm using it as my I guess basically like a correspondence. It's where I'm putting like when I receive letters or cards or parts of the happy mails that I receive and I want to make stuff with them. So I'm just kind of like testing the waters. I've never ever had anything like this, so I'm really excited. I've always wanted to make myself something. I don't do it, but Kat took care of it. She sent this to me. So she made this. I mean, look how much time this took. And I mean, I was just playing with some stamps. I just got some stamps, and so I'm going to be gluing stuff on there. So I'm not that bad, I don't think. But I'm just drawing with some of my pens, and I'm just kind of going through the book and putting some stamps. And I think it's going to be both a combination of, for me as an arting, playing, fooling around journal, along with things I received from my friends. But anyhow, I had made a comment on a pocket. Was like, where is it? Oh my gosh, there's not. There it's not. Anyways, I had made a comment on one of the pockets, and I was like, I was really intrigued by it, and I mean, on all of them I am, but I was like, that is just so cool. This one right here, and I thought that is just so cool. I love that. I've never seen that, and I thought, and I made a comment like, how in the heck did she make that? And guess what? She sent me in the mail directions with a little prototype on how to make it. So that is my good friend Kat, Creating with Cat, and it's Beach and Gypsy. So please tell her thank you for sending this to me. I have already told her thank you. I can't tell her thank you enough. So she gave me the ways to make that, and that's the thing I want to make. I'm going to make 3 of them, and we're also going to look at the cover here real quick before we make this pocket. We are going to check out this because I have decided, because if you watch the videos before, like my brain was going to explode. I just couldn't do what I wanted to do, and that's fine. Someday I will try to do a hidden spine. This is not the journal to do that with. I'm not doing it because I just can't not do it. So then I thought Rhoda had given me, she said if I really wanted this border to pop, maybe trying a darker lace. I'm not sure if what color, if she had a specific color in mind, but I had a darker lace that, the only one I have that's darker that would pull in any of these colors I have is this one that I could see. And so I liked it, but I'm not like 100% attached to it, and I walked away and I loved it. And then when I came back today, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, well, I kind of needed to bring that lace into the journal as well. So I thought, why not put it down here? I love my creamy laces, so I'm gonna stick with that, with the pink. That is 100% happening. I found this in my stash, which I don't know if this is vintage or not. It looked and felt vintagey, but it's cute. So I thought I wanted to bring in some of that cream because of, this background here. So I just have this all pinned in here. And then I thought if I was gonna use this down here, I should put it right there. Does that make sense? And then here's the signature right here. So all of these papers would look nice if I used this pocket inside here that I'm gonna make that with the directions from Kat. Then that'll look pretty in there. There's the back side of that. So, but I think really I have lots of options to play with that. So with that being said, what if I didn't put this lace in here at all? So let's just take a peek at that. I like to look back at the video also. I'm not gonna glue anything on today, so I'm pretty relaxed about this at the moment. I just put that in there to see how big of a thing it would be. I know I like the creams, 100%. I know I like the pink, this pink right here, absolutely, and I will incorporate that into the journal. And if you look at the pages, you can see that they will play nice. And I can use a darker color on the lace as well. And maybe this just isn't the color, I don't know. But let's just take it out just in case and see what it looks like without that in there. Let me just put these pins here. Well, actually, did I even close it up so I can show you? I think I did. So that's when you open it, right? So you would see that lace back down there, and then that's when it's closed. So, and I can pop more laces out if I wanted to. I just don't know. I like the inside. I'm not sold on the outside, I think is what it is. But again, once I see the video, once I get some, if anybody wants to give me any more input, I'm always going to take it. So I accept all suggestions, that's for sure. Doesn't mean we always go in those directions, but for the most part, I mean, I trust yous. I trust yous, you know? I have not been led astray yet, so hopefully never, but if we take that one out, then we have that, and then we just have that backing with the with that on the outside, which is fine. I can still incorporate that in other places. It doesn't have to be in here, you know, it does not have to be. So, and I know I'm going back to the light, even though my good friend Rhoda Burks told me, or suggested to me, and well, she let me know that if I used a darker color, that it would pop that outside. I love the lighter colors, even though I have some dark, I love the lighter ones on the inside here. So this is also another one that could work here instead, which I like if I put that one on there instead of this one. I put this one here only because I put it around the edges. Now, let's take a look at this. Let's see what's going on here. I think I have this all pinned down on the outside. Here we go. Yep. So I'm going to take off the burgundy, I think. I'm pretty well pinned in there. And I felt like it needed to go all the way around, but maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I really shouldn't just be laying those all over the place. Let me just put that thing right there. So that's just an accident waiting to happen with me. All right. Okay, we're gonna get that one out, and then let's get this side out. Oopsie daisy. Oh, I stuck that through the glue. That was difficult. Is that one still on there? Nope, that one's, yep. Well, there's a lot of pins. So, I know this probably seems insane to somebody, but I'm like, but that's me, I'm insane. Pardon me. Okay. All right, all right. Okay, getting there slowly. Slowly but surely. Yeah, this lace wasn't going anywhere. Jiminy Christmas. Okay, so I also had it folded down. So what I wanted to do, I just wanted to take that off to show you if we didn't have that in there, because honestly, I don't even think I looked at it when it was closed after I glued everything down. So I know this is gonna stay, and I wanted to kind of keep this kind of together, kind of, you know. So we'll just go ahead and do that real quick there. And we'll do that one over here as well. I'm just gonna fold that in because I'm not the kind of person, if I see it hanging out, then that's what my eye's gonna focus on. I don't necessarily want the pockets to stick out, you know, so there we go. All right, now there's nothing wrong with this edge up here, I don't think. I think it was just plain to me, and that's why I put that there, just to see. So now this is what it would look like without that, you know, without that dark color on the inside, which I really love that too. So kind of makes me wonder, like, what should I do? What should I do? I do like having some lace on the back there, so I thought maybe if I take, you know, one of these colors, a cream color, to stay kind of in the creams inside here. Let me just cut it big. Cut a big piece there. So then that would, you know, go up the middle, like so. So we know something's gonna go up the middle no matter what. So we can just let that one sit in there. For the visual, you know, there we go. So what if I just kept it cream, you know, the creams and the pinks and the white. I have like a few different shades. I like doing the different shades. I mean, I can put that one there, but then I'd lose, I'm only doing this one here because I have that one there. And I think it looks good. Let me take that off. For everybody that was saying, take it off and let us see it without it. There it is. So that's without, and I think this is upside down, which, I mean, it doesn't really change that much, so that's okay. And if you have been watching me for a while, you know sometimes I like my laces to be backwards because I like the texture of them. I think they're just, I just think it's prettier sometimes. So, so see, I kind of like that one more than I like this one. I think this one, I mean, like, because I have it there, that's why. But honestly, I can use this anywhere in the book, and I can tie that in. So I think I like this one better. So let's just, if I did that one, let me just give that one a cut. And then, because I think that is the way. I think it is the way. I don't know. We'll see in a sec. Does anybody else have a journal in their life that just took them forever? I mean, I don't know what it is about this one, but it's just, I feel like it's taking me forever. I feel like once I get the cover done, it's going to be just, you know, cake. But, ouch. That didn't really hurt. It scared me. All right, there. So let me just tuck that like that. So I like that. I already like that 100 times better. So I think what I'm going to do with this journal, though, I don't know if I'm going to put that on the outside, because part of me, because it's going to be on the seam, on the spine. I think what I'm going to do is put this down, and I'll just leave it extra on the top of this. So one of the things I don't want to see is I don't want to see the threads coming from here to here. You know what I mean? So I think what I'm going to do is sew this down, just barely attach this to this. Does that make sense? And sew it. I'm going to sew it loose. And see, and I'll either end up attaching it or leaving it down. I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be one of those things. So this is where I'm at. So now let's go see what it looks like when it's closed. And when this is closed with this fabric here, whoops, minus that lace sticking out, because that wouldn't be sticking out. This is kind of what we're left with. So, and that's what happened is I ended up tucking this fabric in because I couldn't cut it right and straight and it was driving me crazy. So I just got rid of it, and I don't like it like that. That's what it was. So what I can do, because I haven't attached, I mean, I've kind of glued it in a few spots, but I can still tuck this one in. Do I do that and just make it go on the inside? That's kind of what this lace right here is for. So nope, I've already glued that down. It doesn't matter, I can still undo that. See, I don't want to try to match the edges up. I think that was just too much. I'd rather just put lace in there. So, do I put this lace or do I put the other one? Do I put this on the inside, like so, like I'm doing, or let me just tear it up in here, or do I just keep cutting lace, you know? Who cares? Who cares? I could still use this one too, couldn't I, on the edges? Maybe instead of going around the this side of it, I could always do something different. Maybe it's the cream that we use. And come on, let's just kind of stay in there for me for a second. So if we do that, that would come out. So then we lose that thing, like what Rhoda was telling me, which I see it. I see it, that this just isn't dark enough to pop this. And that's only, she said, you know, like only if I want to pop this edge. Like you don't have to do that. It can be more of a softer look like that as well. Maybe I need a darker one, but it's just not that burgundy. Yeah, I think when I came back to look at it, the burgundy was just so dark. It was just a little too dark for me. And I don't know what other like really wide one that I had that I liked. Like I just didn't want to use brown. I mean, I know brown and pink go together. Brown and yellow go together. And I don't have that much of it. I have this one. It's a whole different kind though. It's a different brown. I got more of that one. Okay. So I guess we try it, right? If I pulled it out, who's like, no, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Okay, so let's do this really quick. And then after this, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to set this aside. We're going to make that pocket. And so there's the cream. But if we had the brown in there, I mean, I guess it's okay. There's the brown. There is the brown. Geez, so many, there's just, maybe this isn't the journal I'm supposed to be working on right now. That doesn't do anything. That does nothing for me. Okay, so I think it was, is it the lace, the type of lace I'm using? I just don't have enough of this. I don't want to use all of this that I have on one project. I think I like this one more because it's more lacy, more softer lace, you know, I guess not so, do you see what I'm saying? Like this is just more denser with, I don't know what the right word is. What? See, I like that. I like this color. But I feel like I would have to go all the way around it. Would I? Do I need to go to the bottom? Maybe that was the other thing with the other one. Maybe that was just too much. Maybe I just need to do the sides. Yeah? But then I have that sticking out. Should I come more down here? Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so two things. One, I know now for sure I'm going to not leave that up. I'm going to tuck that down to match that. So let's just I mean, that's not going to stay that way. I'm just trying to get a look. I want to see. I want to see what is going to happen here. I can't pin it right there, otherwise it won't let me hold. Yeah, and then I'll just glue it. I think I like that better. So the top will be that way. I mean, as of today, that's what's going to happen, right? And then I just got to pick a lace for the thick side. So now I don't mind using this fancier one because it's I'm only doing the two sides. I don't have to use it all up. Okay. I like that. I do like that. Rhoda's probably like, that's what I was talking about, girl. So let me see. Whoops, and I'm all pinned together there. But I do like this. I do like all these creamy laces right here. So this one's more of a white, and I just cut a piece of it off. It was actually wider than this. And then I just flipped it upside down like that to have a finished edge there. I dropped that one down. I like that already all so far. So far, so good. I think even if I do the brown lace on the side, I will still stick with this. This will stick out like so. Get back on the camera here. There we go. So that'll be kind of out. It won't be a lot, but it'll be a little bit. It'll be sandwiched in between those, so you'll see it when you open the journal, right? Okay, so we can take that out. That's in my way. And then if I want to take some of this, more of this lace, and then just layer it down just so that there's like, you know, the lace. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But so it keeps going. And I actually can put something, another one here. I don't know if it would be this one or a different one, just to keep bringing in the whole, oops, that whole look. Yeah, I really like that. I like that layered lace. And then we'll still have a nice pocket right there. Okay, so I think this is the way I'm gonna go. I'm gonna leave this and this here, like this with this. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. I really do like that. I do like this vintage lace, and I think it can definitely play in the journal. I think it looks, I just think I like the way that it went with this tapestry. I just feel like it's going together. So, I feel like it all speaks 70s or something. Vintage 70s. I don't know. Am I in the right place? I don't even know. Well, good night. Okay. Get this all put away. Except I can't move it. There we go. And then I wanted to make this piece right here. So let me grab that paper and that note right here. All right. And then I also have really quick, I'm going to let you know, and we'll do that at the end. If everybody who's watched the video on that, really, I loved it, and I've gotten a really good response from it, so I know a lot of people like it, and I definitely want to make more of it. But that paper, that envelope flappy thing, I don't know what it's called. So this, okay, so this flapper thing, so it's the envelope. Did you see the video? I'm going to link it on here, so if you haven't seen it, you can watch it, because what it is I love how this came out. I think it was it kind of evolved as I was doing it, took on a mind of its own, but I want to get it named. It needs a name. I'm horrible at choosing names. So I have a little fun thing that I want to do to choose the name, and somebody can win a prize. So that'll be at the end of the video. Let me do this first to make sure we have enough time to get this pocket done. So she says, what you do is you take and I feel like I can still use this even if I don't use that burgundy, because I have those colors on the front. She says, I'm glad she gave me the thing to look at and to fold, because I'm always had trouble my whole life reading and understanding directions. So having it written down, what she did, say I've got notes, like what number 1, number 2, but I also have the demo, which I think, is this some of your tea dyed paper or coffee dyed? It doesn't have a coffee scent. Is it tea dye? Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay. Aw. Super big hugs to you, Kat. So she says, no, so number 1, I'm going to, she says this corner, she says take it to the top, and even it even it up to the top next to it, with the gap, with the other corner. So as in, I can see like pulling it up, and then I'm going to have a gap. Whoops. I'm going to pull this corner up. And then number 2, then I'm going to fold in the left side and then fold in the right side, or vice versa. I mean, and that's it. It's like, it's so easy. So easy pocket, no math. That is true friendship love. So I think now the biggest part of my thing will be seen is whatever is on the bottom. So however I start off. So if I start with this on the bottom, I think that's going to be what I see the most, and I think that's what I want. So now, can I do this? She said, can I do this? She thinks I can. So fold it over, like I'm going to go diagonal, right? Like that. And I'm going to leave a gap. So and it looks like it's about 1 inch on the side here, so I'm just going to kind of go with that. Okay, but she said even, so it's got to be even with that point. So if I put that point right there, and then I take this point, and I guess it doesn't matter how, this is going to determine, I think, part of the width, I believe. Is that the case? I don't know. But I'm going to go how many inches does she have in there? Like 2? She has got like, yep, just about at the 2-inch mark. Okay, so that looks good. So I'm gonna go out right outside that corner a little bit, right outside that corner a little bit, and then I'm gonna give it a fold here, right? Yay, it looks like it. Okay. And then fold in from the left, and then fold in from the right, or vice versa. So we're gonna go this way. Oh my gosh, and so I'm using double-sided paper. So fold into the left, and I have to decide now, I guess this is where you would have your signature out and decide how, like if you're gonna put it on a page, like how wide do you want it? So what if it went on an inside page, you know? I would need to know how big, what is the width of my journal? Because I wanna be able to close it. And I guess at this point you would also decide if you want, if you're gonna put lace or anything else on it. I think a better way to do this would maybe be to measure my page. So where's my thing? Because I'm not even seeing it. Didn't we already measure these? Does anybody remember what the measurement was? Let's see, we're gonna measure, it's gonna be, from here, it's gonna be 5.5. So I know I'm good with a 5 to 5 1/4 pocket. So if I do this, I can, and I got I can use my little squares here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So, because it's actually longer now that I folded it on a diagonal, right? Okay. So if I folded it in there to the 5 there, I don't think that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have to go to the halfway mark on that. Right? I think so. And then we'll go on to the halfway mark on that one. Right? Am I right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1/4. But I think I'm going to make it a tiny bit skinnier to go closer to the 5. And I'm not trying to get like an exact, I just want to stay within that realm. Does that, of the 5 and the 5 1/4. So, and there we go. I did it. I did it, Cat. Okay, so then I just decide where I want to do any gluing, if any, or if I want to leave them all as pockets, right? But I mean, like, the whole fun thing about this is that you have all these pockets. So let me get this burnished down here like this, because this can technically be glued together. It looks like I can also use it as an opening flappy thingy as well. So like it can open and have, like, that pocket can be like a little secret tuck right here. And a secret, I guess that one would be like right here. And we could do like a make-believe, or we can just seal the whole thing down, because now we have these pockets, which I just pulled these little cards so I can practice, I can use them. So we have, here, I took this one off that one. So you have a pocket here, right? Which is, technically it's this one, right? Okay. And then you have a pocket here, and you have a pocket here. And then depending on how you do it, you can have a tuck, or a belly band, or a pocket back here. So if we, and no matter how I glued it down, whether it was a belly band or not, if I didn't glue this, if I just put like a little thing to hold this little thing shut right here, like a little spinny thing, I could open that up, and then I could have like a little tuck space there as well. So then when that was closed, depending on how it's in there, you know, you have a little something there, which you can hide or not. Does that make sense? Okay, so we made that one. Let's make a couple more. I want to get a couple of these on there. I want to make, and remember, know that I can redo it. So we have that one, and I think this is going to be beautiful on here. So it can be, I mean, that's a pretty bright page. Oh goodness, some of them are a little bit brighter, but I can put it on the front of one of these. Oh my gosh, isn't that so pretty? So I was looking through my scrapbooking paper. This is from Stampin' Up, and I must really like this. I have one more sheet of this, so I think I might use, I don't know if I'll use them both in here, but I might, because I really like this one, and that's really nice. This would be a perfect page to put this on because this is so grungy, but it's also, it's not as, like, busy with design, so to speak, you know? I just feel like it really, this pops off of there. Isn't that nice? Okay, so stop talking about it, Sandra's picking another one. I'm gonna make 2 more. This one right here, so this is just some paper I picked up at a thrift store years ago, and there is so much of this. So now I'm gonna go up, and I'm just gonna not really think about it. So I know my point, I want my point right there. And I want this point here. So about the 2-inch mark or so, it worked well. I'm gonna stick with that. Fold that down. Okay. And then I know I liked the 5-inch mark, so I can just now pull that together here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we start that one there. And that one there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that looks like a good place here. And depending on how particular you are with your where everything's going to line up, I think that would probably play out in how you fold these 2 sides in. I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am not a perfectionist. I don't claim to be, but I'm going to do this. So there we go. There's another one. So I will say, I think I like that other paper more than I like this green, although this gives me a lot of playing area. So I think if I did, I would definitely, you know, mark my edges. I think that brings it to life. There we go. There we go. Yes, just bring it to life. Okay, and that's pretty too. That'll work well in there. I'm gonna do this one. This paper. So check this out. This is, I bought this off Amazon years and years and years ago, and I cannot find it in my cart. But what I did is I just put in the search thing for the Amazon. I put in what did I put in there? I seen somebody else who had this on when I was on one of the YouTube videos, is what happened, and they didn't have a link either. So I just went and searched coffee dye papers on Amazon, and this is what came up, and it was just a nice big pack for it was very reasonable. It doesn't feel like coffee dye paper. It doesn't smell like coffee dye paper. It is literally a print. So just keep that in mind, but it is nice. And I do like using this for collaging, for making different things. It works really well for backdrops, backgrounds, and things like that. So I'm very happy with it for those purposes. So I'm gonna just see what happens here when I just don't pay attention where I'm doing. So that's how I work most of the time anyways. 1, 2, 3. So let's see what happens. Okay, yep, still loving it. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you. So now I have to decide. I have to put that piece that Kat sent me. Do I put that in my journals, my how-tos, or do I make one and put one in there on the how-to, the idea book journal? And then, because I want to put what she sent me in my other book, I want to keep track of stuff like that. Okay, so we have that figured out. Now, let's get to the name. Let's get to the naming thing. I have a little note to keep me on track. So this is the piece that we made. Remember, this is so cute. I just love this so much. Do I have things in the wrong places? Do I? I don't know. I think I do. I think I tossed it over there and I was showing my husband. So one thing is, and you'll see on the video, so I glued it that way. I think that, and maybe there's a better way and someone can tell me. But I thought after when I was watching the video, I was like, oh yeah, I should glue this not watching the video, after I was doing it, if I glued it that way, that makes more sense to bring it to tie. Does that make sense? So I'm not pulling it off of there. But, so, and I don't know. There we go. Or maybe I should have just stitched it on there. I don't know. I don't know. But I think, whatever. Let's get past that. We're going to open this up. And then we have this one. We have that one right there. And then we open this up and we have all these tags here and tags here. All over the place like this. See, there's just so many cute, fun pockets and tags. And I mean, there's more things. You can just keep on going with this. There's like a little tag there. And this, so I put a little, there's a belt right here. And then there's a belly, and then this is a belly band here. And I decided that this is a belt because it's holding two pieces together. So that's what a belt does. So I'm going to call that the belt. But this one is literally a belly band because it's two pieces. It's the piece that goes all the way across, right? The belt, it belted it, made it one piece. It was two pieces, belted to be one piece, and now it's a belly band. I don't know. That's my logic. So this is what we do, is we need to figure out a name for this really cool thing because I really love it, but I need to know what to call it. So when I'm like talking about it, or if I'm going to make one, I can say like, oh, you know, instead of just calling it an altered envelope or a tag envelope, or I'm not even going to tell you the names my husband was trying to pick for it. He's fired. So I just need a name. You can send in as many names as you want. All you have to do is write them down or type them up, whichever you like. But you have to snail mail it to me. So I need to get the hard copy because it's just too much for me to go and look in all the social media or technology. I'm already doing so much in there, and I'm falling behind. So I don't want more of that work, please. It's snail mail only. I'll give you my address, my mailing address. Just mail it in. Just write it down. You can write it on a postcard, and that's really cheap to send through the mail. Write it on a postcard. Or whatever, send it in a letter, whatever you want to do. I'm going to keep your whatever you send me to put in my book also. So that's kind of, I guess that's kind of my selfish part of it. And then, but send me what you want to name it. If you have 30 names, write all 30 down. I don't care. I mean, like, anyhow, every name will get entered. I'm going to put we're going to do a voting thing on the community page. So I'll put all the names on there, and we'll do a community vote. And the persons and the name that gets chosen, whoever picked that name, will win one of these. And then, of course, I'm sure I'll probably put something else in there, but I'll do one of these, and I'll even attach it to the coffee dye paper, one of my coffee dye papers, okay? That way, if you don't want it attached to the coffee dye paper, you can cut it off, but it'll be attached unless you request not to. And you're just like, no, Sandra, I would just like to attach it myself. So there we go. We have all these little fun goodies inside this little thing, and it just needs a name. So please help me name it, win a prize, and all that. So let me grab, I just keep trying to stuff all these things. I'm not filling it in right, so I'm going to put this aside for a second. I'm going to grab my little cheat sheet here. So let's see. That's not it. Where did I do with it? Good night. Maybe that is it. Okay. Oh yeah, this is it. Okay. So name this thing, please. Let's name this thing. I want the name. I'm hoping for something fun and catchy and that makes sense. So what would you name it? And then you just have to mail it to me with whatever names however many you have, whether it's one or, you know, more than one. It doesn't matter. Each name will go up to be chosen or to be voted on. And we will do a community vote to choose, and the winner will receive one of I don't even know what to call it. Will receive one of these things made by me. Okay. So the couple things are, if I get 10 entries or whatever, and everybody has the same name, it's going to be first person that sent me that name will be listed on as the person for that name. Okay. When I put the names on the I'm going to have it all written out. I'll have it all organized on my side, but on the community voting, your name will not be attached to your personal name. Your personal channel, handle, name, whatever, will not be attached to the voting part. That's just going to be like if somebody's, you know, like say these were the names, if the name was fun, catchy, and sense, then only those would be the ones that got voted on. Nobody would know who sent those in until it's chosen. On my sheet on the side, I will list out who sent that word fun, who sent that word catchy, who sent that word sense. If 2 people sent the word sense, then the first person that I received the mail from, because it'll have a postmark on it, the first person I received that from will have their name on there. If it happens to be 2 people send it the same name on the same day and that gets picked, or 10 people, whatever, however it works out, then and that name gets picked. If they are all picked the same thing, then everybody will win. I promise I'll be fair. But anyways, that's kind of all it is. So there's my mailing address, Sandra Wildermuth. It's actually Wildermuth, but nobody knows what I'm saying when I say it like that. So Sandra Wildermuth, Blossom and Inspire, P.O. Box 71, Oroville, Washington 98844. They must be postmarked by July 15th because I would like to have this done by the end of the month at the very latest. So I have to receive them all, and then I have to do all my organization thing. Then I'm going to create the community post, and we'll get them all listed up there. And I want them to be up there for, you know, about a week or so, you know, 4 or 5 days, maybe, I don't know, something to see how many votes we can get on there because we want a real vote. Please help me name this, please. Anyways, all that is, I think that's about it for this video. There was a few little things there, and yep, that's it. So I will see you on the next video, my friends. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate all your friendship and your help, and please enjoy all your moments. Bye. Oh, have a great holiday weekend. Bye.